How's it, family and friends? I've got a long-time friend with me today, Marko, also outfitter, professional hunter, quite avid gun collector.
Yeah.
So it's good to see you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it will be now 20 plus years I'm a professional hunter. Studied game range management first and then moved into professional hunting. And now that's where I am today, professional hunter. And then half of my time I'm spending hunting and the other half I'm just collecting guns.
Just collecting guns. Oh, no. So at some point we'll definitely share with the viewers. I saw some video footage lately. It's definitely grown since I last had a look at it.
Yeah.
Over the last 2 years.
Depends who's asking.
So you're never going to stop buying?
I will. My collection is coming to an end now because being a professional, being a private collector in South Africa, you have to have a theme, and you cannot be too broad. Then the government will never allow you to have this theme. So you cannot say you want firearms of the world. They will not. So my theme is specifically Southern African made firearms. That's my main theme. So firearms made in Rhodesia, Zimbabwe now, and then South Africa. So I need about 5 more, then it's complete. And then my second biggest theme is then obviously the big balls.
Yeah, no. So that's why we've got the beautiful 416. Is it a rig or just a?
No, it's a Remac.
Just a Remac.
Just a Remac. Actually, I had a client that came hunting with me and he brought me 200. He brought 200 rounds to do the hunt, and then he just shot 7 bullets. And he's like, okay, now you keep the rest of the ammo. And then I'm like, if I've got the ammo, I need the gun.
You need the gun.
So yeah, and I've been using this gun now 10 years plus.
Well, you can definitely see it. It's a gun that works. Yeah. It's not those bling bling guns that's just standing in the safe.
Yeah.
And Jan, behind us, we're actually in a beautiful trophy room of Jensen Safaris, and we've got a couple of buffalo in the background here. And I'd like to hear the story of your accident. Was it last year that?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. We had a client from Europe. Experienced hunter, but not in Africa. So he arrived and I explained to him that the best way to shoot any animal is to take out the wheels. Shoot him on the shoulder. The meat is secondary to the trophy.
Yeah.
When you're hunting with overseas clients, and I've explained to him front leg, in the middle off, and you shoot. So the week was going great. Sable, blue wildebeest, Nyala. He goes up the front leg. So then when we came to the buffalo, he also went up the front leg. But with all the excitement, being at 25, 30 meters from the buffalo, it was not the front leg, it was the back leg.
Oh my God.
He went up. So he went up and he shot it.
Just like a nice round buffalo, so you couldn't
It was a bit in the bush.
Okay.
But we've been tracking this group of males. So we knew that all the males there was good. So I told him, whichever one gives you the opportunity, take it.
Take it, yeah.
And he did. That was on the Monday. And we left it. Tuesday we came back, we follow it, and we found it again. We had a tracker called Johannes. Was
it still with the herd, or
no, he was away. It was on, I would say, about 5,000-6,000 hectares. But like, it was so overgrazed that there was almost no food. So it was like a desert. But in one area of the farm, there was a thicket, very thicket bush. But we shot this a few kilometers from the thicket. And we saw this buffalo and put up the sticks, and I told the client it's him. We've got the blood. We identified the bullet wound, and he shot it again, facing us. But the bullet went between the shoulder.
Oh, it's a bit
there's nothing there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, here we go.
No vitals hit.
No vitals hit. And we leave it again that day. And the next day, we followed it again. But this buffalo has been walking with us the whole time, staying with the wind, but moving to this. We didn't realize it.
Yeah, they always have a plan.
They have a plan. And we got into this thicket that is maybe 150 meters wide. Now, you've been to the farm. And my tracker said to me, let's just go around. And there's a road on the other side. Let's see if it crossed it. If it crossed it, we can just pick it up again. I said to Johannes, it's 100 meters. Maybe he's dead inside, I don't know. And we walked into that thicket. But really, we had about 4 or 5 meter visible in front of us.
Visibility. So but at that point in time, you didn't know where you shot him on the frontal shot.
No.
You still thought it might have hit a while all of this. Yeah.
And, we also find enough blood to think that we were good. Went in there and hunted buffalo a lot. You get, you
get a bit, you get a bit comfortable.
Comfortable, that's the word. That's the word. So gun sling over the shoulder, at least one up. So my first bullet with a client is always a soft. And then my second, from there, it's only solids. Because I don't know if I have to shoot through trees or bush or whatever. So I'm loading in this one, I'm loading 400 grain DeZombo solids. And then I had 400 grain Swift A-frames. I've actually now moved away from Swift A-frames because we cannot find them here.
Can't find them anymore,
I actually moved now to Spoor bullets, which is locally made.
Okay.
I'm quite happy.
Happy with them?
For now. I will test them now in the next season, but for now they work very well. And as we went in the thicket, my tracker just stopped and he tapped me. He said, there is. He was standing 11 meters from us, reversed into the bush, and the walkway was just in front of him. So he was ambushing us, 100% sure.
Yes.
But he was facing a bit away, so we saw him, I think, quicker than
he
saw us. And then first bullet, I hit him on the shoulder, and as I hit him on the shoulder, he turned and he came for us. And I was pretty experienced enough to stand my stand and shot him again. And the third bullet, I pulled from the shoulder, from the hip, as he picked me up. And then, threw me 15 meters away. That was actually the part where I got hurt the most. Was landing.
Is the land?
Yeah, and I have to say, a client.
At least you saw the farm from the air.
Yeah.
I do love to tell the story. It's not often that you get to.
And while I was in the air and involved in this buffalo, I just shout to the client, "Don't shoot, don't shoot," because often the client
is going to shoot you.
Is going to shoot me. And as I fall and I open my eyes, the buffalo was like in front of me, and I just shot to the client, spine, and he shot it absolutely perfect in the neck, and it just dropped. So there I'm lying. Buffalo is dead.
So he was still pretty much alive.
He was pretty.
He was going to finish it off,
Usually it's the dead ones that kills you. The vitals was hit on that buffalo. The bullets did their job, but that buffalo just had that last fight in him.
That's amazing how
lying there. First thing I did is just feel my toes. I'm like, okay, I can move, so I'm fine. And then, put my hand behind my back. It's a lot of blood. Asking my tracker, and he's crying and he's shouting. He says, "You're gonna die, you're gonna die." Then I turn to the client, and the client is like, "There is a hole. It is bleeding, but it's not that bad." Then I turn again to the tracker, and he's going crazy. And I'm like, what's gonna happen?
Mixed emotions, and you can't see.
And I cannot see, but there's blood. So, but my cell phone was missing at that time with all the things, and my rifle was lying on one side, and
So where did he? So he hooked you at the back and yes. Through. So that's when the horn actually.
Yeah. So the horn actually went. So as he picked me up, the horn went in. I would say just above my kidneys here, into my stomach, from my back into my stomach, then to the front, and then
It's actually a blessing that you didn't get stuck there.
Yeah.
And you literally.
Yes. I was fortunate. The buffalo had a bit of the horn was not as sharp, and as the doctor said to me afterwards, he said at least there was a bit of fat. There was a bit of and
so if it was me, maybe I would have.
And he said I was lucky. I was really, really, really lucky. Now I'm standing there. I have to do something. So I don't know anybody's number except my father's number. So I called my father and very calmly say, "Can you just please call one of my best friends called Johan Cruz?" I said to him, just call him and ask him to come to the farm. He knows the farm exactly. So I told him where to come. Yes. He said, just come and pick me up. There was an accident, but I'm all right and whatever. And he got hold of Johan. Johan rushed to the farm, grabbed me, rushed me to Lepalale's hospital, got there. And the doctor said to me that they've got only X-ray machine. But when he looks at me, nothing's broken.
Nothing's broken, yeah.
So we immediately contacted rocket. They were helicopter emergency services. They flew 45 minutes to Lephalale, picked me up, and then they airlift me to Park Hospital. But while we were waiting for the helicopter, the doctor in Lephalale said when he was, I don't know how you exactly call it, but when he was like a training doctor, his professor was a specialist in animal wounds inflicted on humans, so dog bites, and he's going to call her and ask her. And as we landed, she was there. This was about 10 o'clock at night, and 2 o'clock they rolled me into ICU, and nothing was damaged. No organ.
Yeah, that's
absolutely nothing was nothing. They were just worried about infection. So I just stayed there for a few days.
So that's a long day. I mean, that's a whole day travel just to get to the final, to get help, basically.
Yeah. But I have to say
there's no chance if it hits a vital. There's basically all the travel involved. You're not going to get help soon.
For me to move to the car was half an hour. For me to move to the hospital was half an hour, let's say, and to get a helicopter immediately was 45 minutes. If you hit the vein or the artery, where often you won't make it.
Yeah.
And there was a few accidents that year where people did not make it.
That was my next question. So, I mean, for you guys on the farm, was that at least the only exercise or the only time that year that there was an accident? Because I've seen, obviously, lately, there's a lot of buffalo. I don't know if it's just because social media that we just know it more often. But these days, it's like there's a lot of attacks with buffalo. And it's maybe to that point, it's because we're taking, a bit of a laid-back approach, and
most of the
just about we don't respect it as much as we used to or we're supposed to.
Yeah, so I think it's a mix of a lot of things. Social media for sure. I think also there's a lot of buffalo hunts going around. Then 10 years ago, buffalo hunts became more affordable. And when you look at the guys being trampled by buffalo, it's often the guys with a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Because we've shot 100 buffalo. We've shot 150. These guys shot 300 buffaloes a year. Same when it comes to lions, some of the elephants. It's like, I've shot so many buffalo, I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but after that...
You can preempt a lot of stuff. So
yeah.
It boils down to a skipper, when you do surf launching. It's your new skippers that never makes accidents.
Yes, because they do everything exactly
to the book. So that's a very, very good point and a valuable lesson for you outfitters and PHs out there.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad to see you're still alive and you're kicking and you're still back on it again.
Yeah, I hunted with the same client the year after that, and we eventually got the buffalo with a bow. So that was fun. We did that, and we've learned some few things of that. I mean, if the client was not there, I would have been dead. But my gun was empty at that stage. My ammo was on me. So even if you had a tracker that was a very good shot, the gun was empty. So I've decided to keep my ammo with my gun. So spare ammo. So
that's a good good. Normally, if you get bumped or sometimes you see a lot of times just by getting out the way, the gun gets lost in the process anyway.
Yeah,
it's a good point. Then at least your tracker can
grab it.
Someone can back you up.
Yeah, I think rather he do something than nothing. So at least he can take a bullet. Most of the trackers can shoot or at least handle a firearm. Or you have a cameraman, or you have a backup, or whatever. But after that, I've moved myself down a few notches and say, you know what, when it comes to dangerous game hunting, rather take it slow and don't get too excited.
So is this your go-to gun now? If you do a backup for anyone, you're going to take your 416 or you're playing around with a collection?
No. So the collection is the guns that I'm collecting as collection value. So I will show you a few in some other podcast where...
So is it a sentiment value to it as well?
Like, I don't want to drag a Holland and Holland through the bush. It's going to devalue the rifle. So this is a normal Winchester rifle. My other guns that I'm using is normal CZs. So this is my go-to gun for big game. And then when we do cats, I have a double in 375.
Okay.
Because you also don't want a big double that jumps and... No, you need a gun. You can take 2 accurate bullets because...
So always say accuracy beat any caliber size.
Exactly.
You don't want to...
Exactly.
You don't want to shoot straight and shoot something big. Will not make a good shot.
This gun hasn't shot so many, it just looks, but I mean...
Well, it definitely looks like it's been through a few buffalo, really.
Yeah, buffalo, lion, elephant, and then the rifles that I usually give the clients is I rather give them an accurate 375 than a 500 nitro, and they cannot control the gun.
I agree 100%. I think it's a
everybody wants to shoot a double in Africa. So I've got the 375 double, which is nice. Low recoil, but it's still a double. So when the client really wants to use a double for the safari, I give him the 375 double. I've got the 470, also nice caliber, but it's a big caliber for a smaller guy. And then most of the clients bring their own rifles. Yeah.
Well, that's great, and we'll definitely at some point share with the viewers the collection. We definitely want to do that, and also maybe discuss a few of your other calibers and the scarce ones. I know you've got your own round and stuff. That's a discussion for another time. But it's been great seeing you.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
and thanks for sharing the story.
Thank you very much.
So
thank you.